Welcome to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games and practice game design. We're here today with a game called Lightweaver.
Lightweaver. This is a free little indie game that I kind of stumbled upon. Shout out to what is the group that I follow? Never mind.
Whoops.
It's like Indie Alpha Beta Gamer, something like that. Follow them on Tumblr. They're pretty legit. But yeah, this is a free game. This is made by 707 Games. We just kind of picked it up and started playing it a little bit. It's a puzzle game. Specifically, they describe it as a first-person puzzle game, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all you need to know. It's with the power of light.
I mean, not that first-person puzzle games aren't like particularly unique, but I think that the aesthetic of this game reads pretty strongly just from its like little promotional snippets.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what the main game is like.
Shall we?
Yeah.
We might.
Eddie's playing this one.
Playing it. That load screen. Boop, there we go.
So we have WASD controls.
WASD controls, space to jump, boom. Ooh, where are we?
Fish tank. Yeah, you played a little bit of this.
I did.
Is it just kind of like a room by room sort of puzzle sort of thing, or?
Yeah, kind of. It kind of feels like that. Yep. The city of Wanaku has been began. You're choosing to save it, but you won't succeed alone.
Ooh. Do we get a companion?
You get it. Maybe we do.
Is this our companion?
Hang on a second. That's our companion.
Morning.
Look at her.
My name is Mari. I need your help to get up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mari wants us to aim and fire at the port. Press left mouse button to fire.
Yep.
We're almost there.
And then press E to launch her.
So does the first action designate where she's going to go?
Yes.
Okay. So it's like a target and fire kind of thing.
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Excuse me, Doris. All right.
So this is like tutorial, yeah?
This is very much tutorial.
Did you miss me?
Do.
I'm up
And is that sort of the mechanic that the puzzles, from what you've seen, revolve around? Is just like
with my optical
target and fire?
It's. I mean, I've only been through 2 levels, and that's pretty much that seems to be what it is. You.
Left mouse button to fire a waypoint? What's a waypoint?
It's that.
Oh,
that.
okay, so that's the target.
Oh, why can't she?
So is it...
Wait. You press R to retrieve waypoints. Wait, is she? Where is she though? Oh, she was up there.
Oh. Yeah, is it there a sense of like she starts in one position and can only travel in a straight line to another position?
For the most part, yes.
Oh,
She
I
can't
see.
get
So
blocked
that's
by
what
anything.
that's
And
what
I
that
think-
beam of light represents, is her travel path.
Yes, and I think I block her. Yep.
Okay, and then she just like teleports back to
Oh, that was
the
weird.
previous
Why
location.
didn't that work? That's weird that it didn't work. It was supposed to work. There we go.
Maybe it's one of those cases where since she bumped into you, it kind of like threw her off a bit.
Yes.
Like it reset that target, that waypoint to like that position that she ended on.
Yeah,
So it didn't like quite align with that, right?
possibly.
I mean, this is a free indie game, so I wouldn't expect it to be super, super polished.
It looks pretty though.
Yeah, it has a great aesthetic. I wonder, what do you think it is about the art that like kind of makes it stand out above a lot of other first-person puzzle games?
I mean, it's really simple. It's very, very simple. It's very,
I think the use of like line and pattern helps it stand out,
yeah,
and it uses a very muted color palette.
yeah. The color palette is one of the things that makes it stand out. And then it's almost contemporary,
Now you have
modern. Sorry, not contemporary. Modern. It feels very modern
Yeah, in a way.
with all the straight lines and everything.
from here.
I feel it.
I mean, modern isn't strictly just straight lines.
I know.
But I get what you mean by that.
Yeah. All right. So this, you have 2 waypoints now. So,
Oh, so is it like designating a path, like just a longer path?
yeah. Oh, she's gonna hit that wall though. Watch. Oh, but she didn't hit it. Yay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how that works. And then let's see here for you.
Oh, I see. So that's what that number at the bottom of the corner represents, is how many waypoints you have.
Yes.
Dude.
And then Phew. Lightweaver.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's sort of like giving you more waypoints gives you a lot of freedom, which I could see that being a really tricky balance because you could get to a point where the player has too many waypoints and suddenly the puzzles are trivial. Like, it's just too easy.
Right.
But at the same time, if the difficulty of the puzzles keep in pace, it makes them inherently more and more complex, which I think is kind of an interesting approach.
Right.
And I have no idea how long this game is, but if, like, imagine they gave you 5 waypoints there, it wouldn't really matter where you set the waypoints because you'll never really run out of them.
Right. There we go.
But
All
because you had 2, you had to find, like, a specific path that would work.
Now, this didn't work right away last time. Oopsie. Oh, why'd you... Okay. You wanna try that again there? Oh, all right. For some reason, she doesn't want to do that.
You were standing in the way.
Oh, was I?
Yeah.
Maybe I was standing in the way. Anyway, so
Yeah.
I like this. So right when you get out here, they give you the ability to sprint. And it's just like, that's all you want to do right away is just sprint. Because look how cool it looks when you sprint. It's just like, woo!
Yeah, they have kind of a what do they call that? It's not motion blur, but it's like, it skews your perspective. It stretches it out.
You know that one camera pan style where you zoom in on someone, but would you move the camera in on someone but zoom out? Also, it's a style of camera shot or something.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
There's a legitimate term for it.
Oh, there totally is, and I'm not a film person, so I don't know it.
You usually only see that in things like racing games, though. Like,
Yeah.
that's the most significant place where you tend to see camera tricks like that.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of fun to see that in a game like this.
I just liked their choice of giving you sprint right there when you get onto this open area, because that's all I wanted to do was run. And then also, you couldn't hear, but when I was playing earlier, the epic music just started when you come out here. So it was just like, good design choice. I like it. You just
Feels grandiose, feels big.
yeah, and they certainly made it feel that way. And also, look at it.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Anyway, continuing on to the next room, but unfortunately, you have to go right back inside.
Do you think that it was necessary to restrict the player's mechanics prior to this point? Like, basically not giving you the sprint until you leave?
I don't think I needed it in there.
Well, no, you definitely didn't
Yeah.
need it, but does the game benefit from not giving it to you there?
Maybe just for that one moment of coming out here. You know?
In terms of, it makes that moment of entering that zone feel more grandiose because
Yes.
you can sprint?
Yeah.
I could kind of see that being the case.
Oh, and here.
I imagine the intention was more of a, like, we don't want the player to feel overwhelmed with too many mechanics at once. We want them to, like, really focus on the objective at hand.
That's fair. But it is only sprint.
Yeah, and that's the counter argument, right? Is that
Yeah.
it's a trivial thing to withhold because it's really not that complex.
I think it was a nice choice to withhold it from there just to make that whole moment seem better.
And maybe part of it too is that because it was a lot more narrow of a space, if the player were exploring their sprint mechanic there, it might lead to a more negative experience.
Right.
Oh, so now you're going to have to worry about timing.
Yes. But honestly, the timing isn't too detrimental, I'll be honest with you.
Well, it still is just kind of tutorial-esque sort of challenges.
That's true. It's like, this is what you're going to encounter. Ooh, I actually almost missed that.
It was tight. They also reset your waypoints, so now you can only do one.
They did. It was quite interesting.
I wonder if that's
They
just like
they
a thing
do it.
that fluctuates per zone that you go to.
Yeah, per tower.
Oh yeah, because
They
now
call
you
them
have 4.
towers,
Wow.
Oh, wow. I didn't get to this door. I did get to the door, but I didn't open it because you didn't want me to. So now we're playing Unhinged.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
There are no rules here.
Okay, so where are you? There you. Okay, you're over here.
She always starts at the door. See, but this is one that you could probably do. Oh, okay, that works. I was gonna say, yeah, you could probably do this in. You could actually do that in 2.
Oh, this wall. And then
Yeah.
straight. Yeah, well, yeah. I wanted to justify the 4 that I had.
I mean, maybe they're giving you more at this point because that would be more challenging than it needed to be. I mean, potentially, right?
Is this a lore piece? This could be a lore piece.
Lore?
Lore.
I mean, I feel like the art in general is sort of telling you a story about what this area is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they kind of, on their itch page, they kind of have some lore on there.
I like how they have these these lines on the floors. Oh, by the way, you can see your own body if you look down. I like that. I like that. It's fun.
I mean, even your character's costume. Here, can you look at it again? It's got sort of like a Aztecian kind of vibe, but it's got a lot of like those circles with the lines. It kind of feels circuitry.
Yeah,
and even
that's
even
what I was
that,
saying
like,
about the floor. The floor, this design feels circuitry-like.
Yeah, I wonder if the aesthetic is sort of like if the Aztecs didn't disappear and like continue to thrive. Is this like a hyper advanced society in which the Aztecs rule?
Hyper Aztecs? Oh my god.
It'd be kind of cool.
Are we worthy?
It's let's see. The great city of Wanaku has been slowly flooding for nearly a century.
Yes.
As one of its last remaining residents, you have been chosen to save it. So that's the little exposition blurb they give you on their page.
Gotcha. Oh, is this gonna be good enough? Yes.
Wanaku. Is that something?
Here we go, Chris. Watch. Pew, pew, pew. Whee. Nailed it.
Nice.
Nice.
What is Wanaku? Wanaku is something. It's doesn't help. Bolivia? Peru? Okay, so it's
I don't know what that would be. Where? Okay.
yeah, I don't either.
Wait a second. Where are you? Shit. Where
Is there a
did
secret
she
behind
go?
the waterfall?
Oh, hold on a second.
She's probably at the door.
Let's check.
She's always at the door.
No, I forgot where she went.
Oh wow, this is a big area.
Yeah, it's a pretty big area.
See, this is
Already
a good
got
use.
difficult.
Oh, yeah, this is a good use of like now you only have 4 waypoints. So
Yeah.
how do you make this work?
Yeah.
Now, so you can kind of aim and hold, right? So it'll like show you where you're about to put that waypoint.
Yes.
If that waypoint intersects with anything, will that line okay, so it doesn't
Turns
disappear,
red.
but it turns red.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Right, Chris. It turns red if I can't. Yeah. Sorry. You can't see that. So yeah, it goes
color
red.
choices. Why?
Yeah.
Just use like blue and red. That would have fit the aesthetic too.
It would. But also, blue kind of still looks like something is gonna happen, though. Something is okay.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Blue is like the good thing, and then red is the bad.
Yeah.
If I can't see red, I can at least see blue. So if it's not blue,
Oh.
then I know it's bad.
Wait. What? Oh.
Man,
This way.
nobody likes red-green colorblind people.
I'm sorry. People just don't ever think about you. But don't worry, Chris. I think about you.
Accessibility in games is important.
Yes. Or no, it is.
Though I think it is
that
really
it?
good that it gives you that feedback either way.
yeah.
Because, I mean, I think in a perfect world, and maybe they just didn't have the time or resources for that matter to like implement it this way, but I think just showing you that the that line wasn't connecting to your waypoint would be the easiest way to deliver that feedback. But that's a little bit more involved than changing the color of it.
Right.
Instead, you can just have it detect if it's colliding with anything, and then just changing its color.
Stairs if you're normal. Stairs if you're hardcore.
Parkour. Oh, but can you actually die if you go down there? Ooh. One way to find out. Yup.
Aw.
Huh.
we just-
Interesting.
All right, we're back at the parkour stairs. Woo!
Parkour.
Parkour. All right, where are you? You're up here. I know she's always at the entrance. I'm always gonna ask that.
It's more of a question right now of like, where do we need to take it to?
Yeah.
Although I guess it's pretty safe to assume that we'll need to pull her down here. I don't think that's it.
No.
Can you jump? Jump over there. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, look at that.
Nice.
Go.
Nice.
Oh, and I'm down to 3 now. So it just changes whenever it feels like it. All right.
Yeah, I guess so.
Cool.
Do you think that it would be better to kind of like make a clearer separation when the waypoint like quantity is modified.
I mean, they've got the hallways, so I guess you should like expect every time you go into a hallway, but it takes you a second to realize that that's what's happening.
I mean, that's true. I guess like if they made a more like maybe not necessarily dramatic, but like if it's, for example, you were going through those doorways or those hallways, took more time or had a more involved process, that would help kind of separate these spaces, I think, in the player's mind naturally.
Gotcha.
Because like Portal does that, right? Where when you go to a new zone, it has you go through an elevator sequence,
right?
And it feels very dramatic, and it separates those spaces very clearly.
Yes.
So that when you enter the new zone, if suddenly you're dealing with like a bounce fluid, then it's like, this is, I guess, going to be the type of challenge I'm dealing with for the next couple of levels. It was a good intuitive way, I think, of separating those spaces.
Oh, whoops.
Womp womp.
Okay. You are... Oh, nope. You're gonna go there first. Shoot.
Maybe. See, it's green. I guess you could.
It's not
Oh,
green
I see.
yet, so... Okay.
So can you revert just like one waypoint?
Yeah, one at a time. Yeah.
Oh,
And then bloop.
that's so
Alright.
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That's-
It's pretty nice.
I really like that from a
Okay, we're
like-
gonna go here. And we're gonna go
it's
here.
that as a
And then we're gonna
mechanic
go-
allows the player to kind of play with how they're approaching solving these puzzles, and it's less punishing. So if you get it wrong, I think you just need to get up there. Can you get closer to it?
Yes.
It'll probably make your life a little easier.
Totally can. Yeah. Whoop.
There are some points that it does seem like it wants you to have.
Oh.
So that's
That one wasn't activated. It's not activated. See how this one has swirls around it?
yeah.
Okay, so...
Maybe that's where she's gonna start next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So now she'll appear there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the entry
Oh, because this
point.
closed off. Okay, cool. That was the entry point.
Okay, that makes sense.
Gotcha. I like this little game.
Yeah,
fun.
this is pretty cool.
Alright, where are we? Up there? Is that the...
That's not... No, that's the next entry point.
Yeah. Alright, so where do you want to go then?
Yeah, how do you feel about the puzzle design in this? I mean, I like it mechanically, and I think it has a lot of potential, but do you find that the puzzles are engaging?
I would say they're engaging.
Yeah? Like they're making you think and be like,
Oh, they certainly are. I have not been bored at all yet.
that's good.
They're, it's definitely making me think. And this is the one, actually, though, isn't it? No, it's red's turning red.
so.
Okay. No. Where? Okay, let's go over there. What? Oh. All right. Oh. Oh, I landed. Disorientation. Oh, no.
Eddie's good at games, guys.
So sorry. Oh my goodness. Let's try that again, friends. Here we go. All right.
So if you were to add any mechanic to this game, what would you do?
Currently, little zoom in feature. Little spyglass.
So something for like better aiming, maybe, or just for observing your environment.
Yeah, just for observing, observing, and if it can be made to help aim, then that as well.
Do you think it would be better to allow you to add waypoints while zoomed in? Or might that make things too easy?
I don't think it'd be a problem. It could make it too easy. I don't think it would be necessary to have to be able to make them while you zoom in, because you have a whole lot of feedback with these lines that tells you whether or not you're going to get there.
That's definitely true. Yeah, I think that's my only criticism from what I've seen is that
Whoops.
the areas themselves are very difficult to navigate.
Oh, whoops.
So if you were to place one waypoint in a not so good spot, and you had to travel back down to the start of the area,
Yeah.
it's a lot of lost time. And because you didn't know where the end point was, there was really no good way of knowing until it was too late.
Right.
I don't know what the good resolution for that would be, other than just be cautious of that, and it's in the level design. But that's easier said than done, right? Like,
Right. Oh, wait.
and for the most part, from what we've seen, I think they've done a good job at reducing that punishment by giving you kind of a bigger space, so that, like, for example, right here, the start position of what was her name?
Mari.
You can bring her from all the way down there to all the way up here to a location that you can actually work with.
Right.
So I think they help reduce that punishment easily by giving you that space to work with.
Yeah.
Even if you don't quite see exactly what you're doing, it does its job.
Yeah. Also, that time they didn't even turn green for me.
Oh, really?
It was just, I just did it and it was like, okay, it works.
Nice.
But also, oh, this one started moving. Okay. Wait, but I can't reach.
You got to go over there, up those
Apparently.
stairs.
All right, there we go. So glad that these aren't the elevators that exist in real life. I would be dead.
Yeah, probably, but I'd have fun with them. I'm not
saying
great
you
at
would mess with
platformers
me?
either.
Yeah, well. Oh, fine.
It's okay, buddy. I believe in you.
Hopefully this isn't making you barfy.
Making me barfy?
Yeah.
No, it's not too bad, actually. It's
Good.
not like The Witness. I think
Okay.
The Witness had some weird
Movement on it.
blur kind of stuff going
Yeah.
on.
Well, what can you do?
Vomit, I guess.
Or stop sucking.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ouch.
right in the gut.
Right in the feels.
Right in the jimmies.
Wow. I guess
are
if
you?
that's where you have your feels.
Yes. Some kind of. Anyway. A type of feels. Okay, anyway. Here we go. Through the door. Through the
Oh, by the
gateway.
way, if you're going to search for this game, don't go to lightweaver.net.
Yes.
That's what Eddie did.
Yeah.
It's,
Unless you enjoy
it is-
what you come up with.
it
in
is
there.
most certainly a gay porn site.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, if that's not what you're looking for, clearly, then don't go there.
It's an
careful.
unfortunate thing to have this game confused with.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. You never want your game confused with a porn site. Straight
Yeah,
or gay, it
probably
doesn't
not.
matter, but
I mean, to be fair, who would ever have thought of a gay porn site called Lightweaver? It's not what I would have thought of.
I wouldn't have thought of it.
Well, anyway, we should probably call this episode here.
Yes.
Because we're over time. But this is fun, and I encourage you guys to check this out. It's free. It's on itch too, so
It is. and it's
you
really-
can donate money if you enjoy the game.
It's
But
very intriguing. There's a whole bunch of story that's here, I'm sure. I want to know more of it.
yeah, I'm curious how they build complexity in these
God,
puzzles
I hate
as it
these
goes
stairs.
on.
Why did they? Just give me real stairs.
It's that dramatic transition, Eddie.
It's so-
That's what I was talking about.
I mean, I get it. It's honestly that kind of feels like
Well,
that's
they-
kind of how it would feel like climbing an actual Aztec monument. I'm sure.
Well, I also don't think that you were supposed to go back up here, Eddie. You were in that building earlier. You're supposed to go where
Thank
that
you.
light is. See that shiny?
No, that's where I came from. That's the building I came from, Chris. Chris, that's the building I came from.
Is that Mara?
That's Mari.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're
Mari.
supposed to go to the
Oh,
next
this
one.
building. Oh, guys. Whoops.
It's not their fault.
Sorry. No, it's no one's fault but mine. Nobody's.
Guys,
Oh, man.
why didn't you tell me?
Guys, what happened? What did you do? But we're calling it here?
Yeah.
right.
I mean, we
All
can
right.
keep playing this if people are interested.
Yeah. Let's test it. Okay.
We've already died before. I mean, for all we know, that could be the final zone too.
That's true.
But
Well, technically, we came from underwater.
did we?
Yeah. We
Was that
were
the start of the game.
Yeah,
oh,
we were
that's right. We
underwater.
went through that water vessel.
Because
Bioshock-like.
Wanaku is flooded.
Right.
Jeez, Chris, remember the game.
Cool. Well,
Oh,
check
wait.
out. Whoa.
Going.
Check out Lightweaver. Share your thoughts on the
Yeah,
game
do check it out.
and your experience with it in the comments below. Question of the day. What are your thoughts on the mechanics of the game, and what kind of puzzles would you design utilizing them?
Yeah. The frickin'.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
I'm perplexed. Have a good one. Bye.